Hey everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge, and this is Cruise Peruse, episode number 121. Boys and girls, it's really fucking early in the morning. Really is. About 7 o'clock's not that early, but on a Saturday for you average folks, it just might be. And seeing as how I'm a bang average dude, yeah, it is a pretty early morning. But boys and girls, I thought my rambling and rants were over about Antonio Brown, but this motherfucker just keeps making my life easier in terms of producing content. Like, this crazy sociopathic motherfucker is so fucking wild in his head that he has given me content for you folks for the last few days. Even my puppy agrees. So, what's the deal with Antonio Brown now, son? I'll tell you what's going on now. Apparently, during the meeting and altercation with Mike Mayock, Antonio Brown called the GM a cracker. And some way, somehow, a few hours later, John Gruden and the entire team vouches for AB, and AB publicly apologizes. And he will be named a Week 1 starter. You know, Raiders fans, it may seem like I'm just ragging on you guys at this point, but really, it's just against this one player. It really is. I'm not trying to hamper your spirits down, boys and girls, but AB as a professional athlete makes me sick. He absolutely does. Using the race card, using the I'm better than everyone else card, this guy is simply a damaged sociopath. Like, I'm not afraid to say that shit. I think Antonio Brown is a fucking sociopath. And he's not a smart guy about it. Real just dumbass shit. You call your boss a cracker, you call your boss a racial slur, but you're still kept around on the staff. Raiders, you have set a dangerous precedent for other NFL players. You have let cancer infest your entire organization, and now you are going to pay for it. Watch what happens. This is going to be a fucking disaster. And now listen, hypothetically, let's say the Raiders go 10-6 for whatever fucking reason. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Good job, man. Long term, you think that's going to work? You think long term that's a viable plan to keep around that cancer? And hoping team morale's still good? I think that's foolish optimism. I truly believe that. Antonio Brown is somebody who I absolutely detest as a professional athlete. Somebody like that, who you have all the talent in the world. You are an athletic freak of nature, okay? Yet somehow you have the mental capacity of a 3-year-old, an emotional response level of a 2-year-old, and holy shit, it's incredible that you haven't fucking cried yet. Like, literally cried in the press from your little temper tantrums. Like, AB gives football such a bad name. I think he's one of those guys where you think, wow, are all receivers prima donnas? And then you look at other guys like DeAndre Hopkins, relatively speaking, Mike Evans, Tyler Lockett, Moncrief, Juju Smith-Schuster. His colleagues are significantly better than him in terms of personality. Do they have the talent level as AB? Maybe not. But listen, I'll take a combination of decent attitude and decent talent any day over great talent and absolute cancer. Just wow. I mean, listen, you know what, the Raiders, to me, I love what Mike Mayock did. I love the fact that Mike Mayock stood up to AB. He was one of the few people that said, I'm sick of your bullshit. I am sick of your bullshit. You fucking prima donna cancer sociopath. Fuck you. I'm going to suspend your ass. And I applauded that. I absolutely applauded that. I thought, great. Somebody's standing up to this motherfucker. Somebody is. And then what happens? I'm pretty sure, you know, Mike Davis or Al's son and John Gruden understands that, oh, we gotta make money. We can't get there till Vegas, so we gotta have this billboard here. It's a real shame. It's a real shame that they have to backtrack on this fucking cancer's ridiculousness. It really is. And boys and girls, I've posted a video, you know, about Antonio Brown on the segment called Overanalysis Paralysis, where I overanalyzed the situation with Antonio Brown. And I said on there, you know, maybe while everyone is playing checkers, Mike Mayock and John Gruden are playing, you know, three-dimensional chess. Maybe there's a reason why they're trying to really put a negative light to AB. Maybe there's a purpose. You know, as more days pass and as closely as we're approaching, you know, week one for the Raiders on Monday, I don't really have a lot of optimism to share with you Raiders fans. I don't. I think your team is fucked. I think embracing that cancer is gonna be a detriment to your squad on and off the field. You're basically tossing away $30 million, whether you keep him or not. The Steelers kind of had to understand that, I believe, when they traded him off, because they have a dead cap. They have dead cap space because of AB, because he's such a fucking cancer. He can't get along with his teammates. He doesn't understand the concept of team. It's always I. It's always me. And this fucker, this piece of shit fucker, after his sociopathic acting of apologizing to the teammates and media, goes on Instagram and says some shit, it released me. Oh, they're not valuing talent like mine. You fucking arrogant prick. You are such a fucking cantankerous mess of a cancer. I can't fucking believe teams have kept you. I can't believe the Steelers let you just fester around with that sickening personality to just corrupt that entire fucking locker room. Now, granted, you weren't the only one in that Steelers locker room being a fucking cancer and a nuisance, but good God, you are one of the biggest perpetrators. You really were. And now you come into this Raiders room, you haven't even played a down of football, and you're causing all these fucking problems financially and personnel-wise. You are a fucking problem, Antonio Brown. You, despite your many talents as a football player, are an absolute childish moron. And for you to waste your talent like that, I as an average person, as an average Joe, can flat out tell you, you, sir, are a cunt. And you deserve nothing in football. You really don't. Holy fucking shit. This guy is just fucking infuriating. Anytime I talk about it, I just think, why the fuck is he around the league? This guy is pathetic. This is a sociopath in football gear. And you think people like who are buying it are really fucking believing that shit? Bullshit. All those fucking media personnel types who are defending AB, I'm pretty sure your real opinions are of this. Oh man, he's a fucking crazy piece of shit. Try to paint the sympathy picture with CTE and all this shit, dude. Get help. Ask for help. Asking for help is not a weakness. Ask for help, especially in a situation like football, where injuries like CTE is so dangerous and so detrimental to your career. You should absolutely consult somebody. But whether that be the case or not for Antonio Brown, this guy is just an absolute nightmare. Just, I don't care what the hell the situation is right now, man. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. maybe, yeah, in a couple of years, when Antonio Brown goes on a near sociopathic schizophrenic episode, maybe that's when we realize, oh shit, there was probably some case of CTE. But at this point, we don't know. We truly don't know. But what I can tell you, based on what I've seen, is this is a sociopath walking in football gear, thinking like the prototypical millennial that, you know, his Instagram and Twitter is everything that matters in the world. You get shit for retweets and likes. But for what? You have no soul. There's no fucking intention. There's no purpose there. Like, you're throwing all that shit out because you're empty on the inside. You have no self-awareness. You have no idea who the fuck you think you are. Like, yeah, you think you're the best, AB, but clearly you're not seeing the detriment you're causing to your fucking squad. And I gotta tell you, since him being traded to the Raiders, it's always been a question mark move. I've always said, oh my God, they brought a cancer in. What the fuck are you expecting from this guy? Do you really think he was gonna be a stand-up citizen? Be really good for the football team? Help out the brothers in arms? No. This guy was gonna be a fucking cancer diva anywhere he went. Like, imagine if he went to the fucking Dolphins or the Bengals. He'll still be a fucking cancer. He still would be a cancer, just in a different city. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. This guy calls his boss a racial slur, doesn't get fired for it, but gets patted on the back and says he can come back to work on Monday. I like you Raiders fans, I do. I do. But your organization is a fucking joke. I'm sorry, dude. This is just beyond understanding. It really is. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. And a lot of people out there is going to say, it's okay to call somebody a cracker. Dude, it's still a racial slur. What are you talking about here? Like, it's still a racial slur. You called your superior within a work setting. Do we fucking forget that the NFL is a job? That being in a football organization is a job. Whether you're a janitor, whether you're a general manager, whether you're a fucking player. And there is a relative hierarchy within an organization, right? Yes, those NFL players make a shit ton of money. I don't deny that. But it's based on their product on the field, right? But guess who writes those checks and manages their shit? The GM and / owner and president and all those people up top. And you're telling that boss, that superior, you're calling him a cracker, a racial slur, and you face no consequence? AB is a piece of shit, yeah, but Raiders organization, like, what the fuck are you doing? You guys seem like a bunch of fucking pricks is what you look like. It's embarrassing. It's fucking embarrassing. You don't punish the guy who is a fucking cancer. You don't punish the guy who distracts your team on and off the field each and every fucking week. No, each and every fucking day with the new headline of bullshit. Really? You're feeding this guy's ego because, yeah, he can catch some balls. But really? You're letting this happen? Give me 2-3 players divided in talent of Antonio Brown than Antonio Brown. Please. Please. I'd rather have depth in that receiver spot. Maybe put a tight end in there than have Antonio Brown. Holy fucking shit. When people ask, like, you don't pick Antonio Brown in fantasy? No. First of all, it's Derek Carr, who is a bang average quarterback, and that's not a diss, people. Bang average is pretty decent. At least you're not fucking Blake Bortles, all right, or Sam Bradford. But a bang average quarterback with a suspect O-line and a cancer who is going to throw tantrums probably by week 2 if he doesn't get the most catches in the team. Raiders Nation, I have nothing to comfort you with. I don't. This is one of those situations where I don't defend anybody here. I don't. I can't. I'm all attack right now. The only person I can kind of defend at this point is Mike Mayock. Really. The guy is the only one who I believe nutted up and said, dude, AB, fuck you. Get your shit together. This is a team. AB had to be held back by Vontaze Burfict to not swing at Mike Mayock. Let that statement really sink in. Vontaze Burfict, out of all fucking players, you could have said Richie Incognito. I would have been equally surprised. Vontaze Burfict had to fucking stop AB, hold him back, so he didn't swing at Mike Mayock. Because Mike Mayock was doing the right thing. And AB, like a fucking childish moron, tries to settle with his fist first. Because morons use their fist, not their words. I talked about this yesterday, boys and girls. But what about the UFC? I'm talking about in real life, motherfucker. And I am, yes, calling all you apes out who think fighting is the one thing before talking. I don't fight somebody. Alright, retard. Act like a gorilla. Act like a fucking ape. But yeah, you're a human being, but act like a fucking simian. Alright, bro. Have fun with that shit. Have fun acting like a goddamn moron. Have fun acting like a second grade species. Like, have fun with that shit. AB, you're not even a level of those simians. You're not. You know what you are? You're a fucking goldfish. You're a clownfish. All right, Antonio Brown, you are a fucking clownfish because you are a goddamn joke. And your brain, for whatever reason, is there but barely functions. You have an emotional fucking spectrum of a goddamn child who's either happy or angry. Like, you are a fucking baby. And you're a cancer. And good God, you're also a fucking racist. Isn't that fucking neat? Have fun with that shit. Have fun with all that shit. Black people can't be racist. No. Yes, you can. You can be racist, you piece of shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, everyone can be racist. Yeah. And AB flat out proved it to everybody. When reports came out, now, we don't know if this is 100%, right? We don't know if this is 100%, but generally based on, reports by Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport, they tend to be pretty on point, right? Based on past history, right? This is what you call evidence gathering, boys and girls. Yeah? AB, based on evidence of his past behavior within the Raiders organization, within the last 8 months. Holy fuck. This guy's proven himself to be an absolute fucking cancer. Just the same way as Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport proven themselves to be reliable news sources. So I sit now here before you boys and girls, telling you flat out, Antonio Brown is a lost cause. This guy has been given chances after chances after chances after chances after chances after chances. Do you guys not remember Des Bryant? Do you guys not remember Terrell Owens? Like, do we not remember what cancer wide receivers can do to a squad? It's like everyone has fucking short-term memory loss. And everyone just wants to be a fucking apologist. Like, stop apologizing for AB. That guy's a cancer. Stop it. And I know for like 20 minutes that's all I've said, but that's all I need to say. Calling somebody a fucking cracker and keeping your fucking job. Are you goddamn kidding me, dude? Fucking joke. Like, this is a fucking joke. It's an absolute fucking joke. Like, you have all the evidence and circumstances to fucking fire and release this cuntbag. And Raiders, you do the opposite. You pussied out and you kept this cancer on your squad. It's a real fucking shame because you have set a dangerous precedent for other cancers to take advantage of their organization and fuck a team over. So, good job. I hope you guys have a terrible season because of that shit. Sorry, boys and girls, but that should be called karma. And Antonio Brown, my God, you're a fucking cancer. And his sensitive ass fucking brain, maybe with the mix of CTE and just childish behavior may be out of a job soon. Who the fuck knows? But it's the Raiders. They're going to be stupid. So, boys and girls, follow me at the SoundCloud and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily content. Now, fuck off.